Good morning, this is XPulse AI Morning Mix. Today is Wednesday, June 17th, 2026. We're talking a jaw-dropping SpaceX deal for an AI coding powerhouse, a major U.S. clampdown on Anthropic's top models, and the G7 pulling AI CEOs into the main tent. I've got Orion with me. Ready?
Ready, let's move.
Yahoo Finance reported on June 16th that SpaceX plans to acquire AI coding startup Cursor for $60 billion. Orion, what's actually being bought here? Product, talent, distribution, or all of it?
All of it. Cursor is a developer copilot layer that sits in the workflow all day, editing, testing, reviewing code. SpaceX would be buying a front door to software creation, plus a team that knows how to ship fast. $60 billion says owning the interface beats renting it.
How does that change the AI tooling market tomorrow morning?
It pressures everyone, other coding tools, the model providers behind them, and any partner contracts Cursor relied on. Expect renegotiations, exclusivity fights, and competitors rushing to bundle coding with cloud and security. Also, every enterprise CIO will ask, who owns our coding assistant now?
$60 billion, my keyboard just asked for equity.
Fair. And strategically, this is consolidation. Fewer independent app layers, more mega firms controlling the workflow, plus the model access underneath.
The Verge wrote on June 15th that a U.S. export control directive forced Anthropic to block foreign access to its most powerful models, Fable 5 and Mythos 5. Orion, what's the practical impact? Who wakes up broken?
Any non-US user or organization that depended on those top-tier endpoints, especially teams using them for advanced security testing, code generation at scale, or agentic workflows. It's not just inconvenience. It can invalidate eval baselines, toolchains, and even compliance plans if a model was baked into a process.
Is this about cyber capability or leverage?
Both. The stated concern is advanced cyber capability in frontier models, but functionally it's also a lever. Governments can shape where the best capabilities live and who can access them. It nudges labs toward region-specific versions, stricter gating, and capability tiers by geography.
Do other labs get pulled into the same pattern?
Yes, if one frontier lab gets hit, regulators will ask why comparable models elsewhere aren't similarly controlled. The industry trend is clear. Distribution is becoming as regulated as training.
CNBC reported today, June 17th, that CEOs from OpenAI, Anthropic, and Google joined world leaders at the G7 summit in France, with AI policy, infrastructure, and sovereignty on the agenda. Orion, what changes when the CEOs are in the room?
It turns AI from a tech policy sidebar into a geopolitical portfolio like energy or defense. Leaders want commitments on frontier risk controls, digital security, and cross-border model access. And CEOs want predictable rules for chips, data centers, and deployment because uncertainty is now a business risk.
What's the tension they're trying to resolve?
National control versus global interoperability. Countries want sovereignty, compute at home, rules at home, while the companies want scale and cross-border markets. Add recent frontier releases like Anthropic's Mythos and OpenAI's GPT 5.5 Cyber, and the fear is misuse traveling faster than regulation.
So this is less AI ethics panel, more power grid meeting.
Exactly. AI is being treated like critical infrastructure, and that changes the tone, the timelines, and the enforcement appetite.
The Edge Malaysia, citing the information in Reuters, reported on June 16th that Chinese AI lab DeepSeek raised more than 50 billion yuan, about $7.4 billion, at a valuation above $50 billion, using an unusual limited partnership structure. Orion, first, what stands out in the terms?
Two things. Founder control is preserved, and there's a multi-year lockup. Reportedly, China's National AI Fund is the only investor with voting rights, while major backers include Tencent and Cal. That's a governance design that keeps decisions tight and aligned with national priorities.
For listeners who don't track DeepSeek daily, what is it in one breath?
A frontier AI lab in China, building large language models and related systems, competing on capability and cost, with a strong emphasis on scaling compute and commercialization inside China's ecosystem.
How does this reshape the competitive landscape?
It signals concentrated capital will keep backing a few national champion labs. With lockups and control provisions, these aren't quick flips. They're long-run bets on capacity, chips, and distribution. The global race becomes less about one model release and more about sustained industrial financing.
Outlook Business reported on June 16th that Wipro launched an Applied AI Center of Excellence in Bengaluru and plans to train 10,000 delivery experts on Anthropic's Claude over 18 months. Orion, why is this a meaningful signal beyond a training headline?
Because services firms decide what becomes default in enterprise projects. Training 10,000 people means Claude gets embedded into Wipro's delivery muscle, templates, playbooks, integrations across mortgage, healthcare, and manufacturing. That can drive adoption faster than 1,000 small pilots.
Does it create platform lock-in?
Soft lock-in, yes. Once workflows, prompts, evals, and governance are tuned to one model family, switching costs rise. The twist is, if access rules shift, like with export controls, global integrators will want fallback options and multi-model architectures.
So the quiet competition is who becomes the consulting default model.
Exactly, and that's a distribution battle, not just a benchmark battle.
Let's hit a few faster movers. Futurism reported in 15th on morale issues inside Meta's large applied AI org after reorgs. SocialBee, also June 15th, says Meta's testing new ad formats and expanding Meta AI features across Facebook, Instagram, and Threads. Orion, what's the combined read?
Product momentum can coexist with internal strain. Meta's pushing AI deeper into monetization, ads, and creator tooling, while reorganizations risk slowing execution if talent churn rises. When your AI team is measured in thousands, morale becomes an operational variable, not just a culture note.
On policy, Politico reported June 16th that Meta would drop opposition to the Kids Online Safety Bill, KOSA, if it preempts state AI laws. What's Meta really asking for?
Uniformity. A single federal standard can be easier to comply with than 50 different state regimes, especially for AI-driven recommendations and content features. The trade is accepting stricter federal oversight to avoid a patchwork that's harder to engineer around.
And on the physical world, AM Best, June 16th, warned the AI data center boom is creating new insurance risk. Bioeconomy, June 16th, says U.S. healthcare AI capital is plentiful, while Europe's caution slows deployment. Any shared theme?
Scaling AI isn't just models, it's balance sheets and regulation. Data centers create underwriting and financing exposure. Healthcare AI wins depend on navigating rules and outcomes. The constraint is shifting from can we build it to can we insure it, fund it, and legally deploy it.
That's XPulse AI Morning Mix from XPulse for Wednesday, June 17th, 2026. If this helped you track what matters, share it with a colleague, and we'll catch you on the next one.